Hello and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, of course. And, you know, honestly, I haven't been in a flight in Flight Sim 2020 since the day before the release of 2024. So that's, what, 3 weeks now, about? And yeah, I do miss a couple aircrafts, there's no doubt about that. I do miss the iFly. I really miss, strangely, which I haven't really flown much in the past several months, but I really do miss the A300 right now. Again, I don't know why, and hopefully InnoBuilds will bring that on over soon enough to 2024. And is that a helicopter out in the distance? What is that? Must just be like LOD or something. But we are here in beautiful Chicago O'Hare International. And we're going to do a short little hop in this beautiful Phoenix A319 to St. Louis. It's a flight I've done a couple different times within Flight Sim 2020. I don't think I've done a 2024 flight with it yet, so we'll see how this works out, but it should be fine. The airport here in Chicago is the default Asobo. I haven't tried Chicago out too much, but it doesn't look like it has the updated airport yet. I was hoping it was going to. Some of the taxiways have changed and whatnot, but it doesn't look like it has any of that yet, so it works fine. It looks pretty good for what it is, right? But this is default Chicago. St. Louis is a third party. I do believe it is working. I think I landed in there once or taken off from there on a short hop, so it is working. Welcome in, Fry. Welcome on in. And of course, we are using BeyondATC. We have a really cool TWA American livery there. That's really, really awesome to see. We have an old school Heritage American livery over here. We have the old school American metal look. That's cool. It is really neat to see all of these different liveries that BeyondATC will pop in. The noise you're hearing, that's a bug with the Phoenix. It's like, sounds like dogs barking. Now I know United does not park here, but I don't want to park way over here where United parks and then do the long taxi. So, shortcutting it. Actually, I think United parks here. So it wasn't that much farther away. But either way, it's a nice rendition of Chicago. All right, let's jump into this cockpit here. So for a change, I'm actually going to be using the in-game Navigraph because I am resetting my tablet due to some issues with it. So that's going to be weird for me. It's going to really change things off. Also, this is the first time, if you haven't seen it, I have a video up on the channel and up yesterday for the Winwing Ursa minor side stick. So this will be the first stream with that. I've got a couple of flights under my belt with it. I like it. It's been a lot of fun. I've taken P2 put in a comment recently, yesterday, and he said to tighten the tension a little bit, so I did that. I haven't done a flight with the tension tightened yet, so we'll kind of see how that plays out, but I'm sure that'll be fantastic. I don't really have any complaints with the side stick. I'm still getting used to a side stick. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I was using the Honeycomb Alpha for a very, very long time, but recently switched over to the side stick. Why did you change? That's actually what I was about to say next. So the reason is because I was having a really hard time with the sensitivity on the Honeycomb Alpha. And I reduced it quite a bit, and I couldn't get it to feel right. Something about it, my landings were off, a little to the left, a little to the right, or the pitch was weird. And everything I tried to do, I just couldn't seem to get a landing as nice and consistent as I was in 2020. So I don't know if the Alpha is having some issues within it, if the hardware is actually having issues, or if it's just my brain being weird, or if I still have to retune those sensitivities. So I figured I'd go back to joystick, try that for a while, see how I like it, and so far I'm pleased with it. There are a few things definitely that I miss from the Alpha. I miss the light switches. In some planes, at least, it works. I miss the key, the startup prop engines. That's really, really cool. And what else do I miss? There's a couple buttons that are in perfect spots that I like. Use the Thrustmaster, the TCA, or like another Thrustmaster. But I've been happy with the Winwing. I was happy with my Thrustmaster TCA. But this is an upgrade to that overall, premium product, and it's been good. It's been good. I kind of like the light. I didn't think I was gonna like the aura light around it, but I really do like it. I really do like it. All right, so let's get this plane started, shall we? So we already have all that going. Let's get our aircraft loaded on up. And let's get these guys turned on as well. Turn that back. And let's get some power. Oh, the TM6. Ah, yeah, I had that once. I had that. I think early days. Well, actually, not early days, but like when I was using the X-Plane. It's a great joystick. It's a great joystick. All right, APU kicking. Alright, so I haven't streamed for a while because I've been dealing with some nagging health issues that aren't fully gone yet. It looks like, is that the sun moving the shadow? Or if that was, oh, that was actually the gate moving. Let's see, what am I at? What am I doing? Oh yeah, okay. So today's stream is going to be a little short one. Going back to my atypical short streams, like an hour-ish or so. And then maybe next week I'll try to get one in as well. My goal is to try to get one every week, at least one. And I really push this one down to the wire. Alright, cost index is a 5. And cruising flight level 340. Alright, so over here, we're going to send this to the McDo. It's weird, I can't load that for some reason. Huh. Why can't I load? Did I screw something up? Aircraft's loaded. That seems to be a bug. That seems to be a pretty big bug. I didn't screw anything up, did I? Let's try this. Let's try to re-import from SimBrief. Load aircraft. Insta-load. Huh. I wonder why this isn't working properly. Alright, well. 166. And Mac is... Oh boy, what the hell is Mac? Mac tow percent? I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna do this wrong. Alright, let's do a reset. That's weird. That's gonna break BeyondATC, isn't it? I think it might. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Oh, now we don't have a tablet. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's cooking. It's cooking. Maybe. Okay. Phoenix, import, mass, load, instant. Good. There we go. It's fixed. That's weird. I never had that happen before. Alright, so external power, batteries back on, pumps back on. Okay, that's all good. I have some really cool ideas I'll share with you once we get up to cruise of some videos I'm going to be working on. Well, I think they're really cool. Hopefully they turn out really cool. It's one thing about making videos is that you have this idea in your head, and sometimes it's super difficult to make it actually happen. Alright, so we are United 516. Cruise is, or sorry, cost index is 5, cruise up to 34. Okay, now looking good. Send this to the McDo. Send this to the McDo. Go back yonder. Ground services. And now, that should all be imported. That's all good. And we are departing runway, or expecting at least runway 22 left. No SIDS. And arrival, we are 30 bright. Via Arch 2. And transition is no transition. Okay. So that's all gravy. We'll get our ATIS momentarily. Get our IRSs auto-aligned. And all is grand. Okay, let's get ATIS, shall we? So to get ATIS, we have to get it from the little guy here, like I said, because I don't have my little tablet. Oops. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. APU bleed. GPU chocks. Alright, now let's go to the map. Chicago. Ground charts. Airport info. Alright, so there we are, and ATIS is going to be 134. Sorry, 135.4. Alright, over to ATIS.
28 center. Departing runway 22 left. 28 right. 5G notice in effect. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Whiskey.
Clearance.
Chicago
1216.
Airport information.
Told you're gonna hold off to install it. Took you 2 minutes to install. Yeah, it's so small. The download size is so small. Actually, I have something. I want to talk about something quick here. Once I get, we'll get the pushback going here. Okay, so let's get clearance. I don't think I've used BeyondATC yet with this joystick, so hopefully I have it programmed right. Over here, clearance. Hello from United 516. We are ready for IFR clearance to St. Louis with information whiskey.
United 516, O'Hare clearance, information whiskey correct. Cleared to Lambert St. Louis Airport. Radar vectors Bacon, then is filed. Maintain 5000. Expect flight level tree 40, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.0, squawk 0720.
Cleared to St. Louis, radar vectors Bacon, then is filed. Maintain 5000. Expect flight level 340. Departure 119.0, squawk 0720, United 516.
Negative, departure frequency 119.0.
Departure on 119.0, United 516. Sometimes it doesn't like Niner.
United 516, readback correct. Contact ground 121.675 when ready for push or start.
121675. Chicago ground, United 516, request pushback and engine start.
United 516, Chicago ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Face south, United 516. Okay, so let's get this pushback going. We have all that grand. All good there. We have those set. And so I'm using a tool called Pushback Helper while I wait for Pushback Pro or whatever it's called, the Aerosoft one, to be updated. This is an external one that runs through Sim Connect, and that's why it works pretty much flawlessly.
Southwest 598, gate 20, request pushback and engine start.
The clock rolling.
Southwest 598, Chicago ground,
south.
Pushback and engine start approved.
So I'm going to face
south.
left here. So reverse.
Pushback and engine
down
start
here.
approved. Face south. Southwest
That going,
598.
turn that there. And start engine number 2.
American 1106, Gate Hotel 11 Bravo taxi via Papa 2, Papa 4. Hold short runway 28 right.
Gate Hotel 11
I really
Bravo
miss
taxi via
the
Papa
pushback
2,
one I used
Papa,
before because
Papa 4.
you can
Hold short runway
pre-program the
28
flight,
right.
the
American
pushback.
1106.
That's so cool.
Spirit Wings 76, cross runway 28 center at Papa 2.
Runway.
Continue taxi via Papa 2, Papa Echo Echo. Hold short runway 28 right.
Cross runway 28 center at Papa 2.
Make a
Continue
major
taxi
right
via
here.
Papa 2, Papa Echo Echo. Hold short runway 28 right. Spirit Wings 76.
Alright, that's short. Thank you for the pushback, Tug.
United 1391, gate Bravo 10 taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate Bravo 10 taxi at my discretion. United 1391.
Spirit Wings 1, hold position for company traffic.
Hold
Alright,
position
where
for
that
traffic.
goes,
Spirit
so now
Wings 1.
engine number 1 coming up hold.
Spirit
Laps
Wings 1,
coming
continue
down.
taxi.
Lap set 1.
Continue taxi. Spirit Wings 1.
So I saw there's a video from Overkill or something.
United
He
1391,
said to,
cross runway 27 right at Charlie 1.
initially
continue
the
taxi
video is
via
titled
hold
something
short
like
runway 27
you
right.
should delete 2024
runway
now or
27
something
right at
immediately or
Charlie
something
1.
like that.
Continue
Then he
taxi
changed it
via
to you should
hold short
reinstall it
runway
now.
27 right. United 1391.
And I didn't watch the video. I just scrolled through the comments.
Request taxi to the active.
And people are like, why? It's all cloud-based.
Southwest 598, runway 28
Like
right.
if you have it on
taxi via
Steam, you
Victor
can
6,
click on
Victor
repair.
Yankee.
And Windows has its own repair in the Microsoft Store, so you click on that and
Runway
problem
28
solved.
right taxi via Victor 6.
So like you said, Fry, it
Yankee,
takes 2
Southwest
minutes to install.
598.
It's a 10 gig download. There is nothing to delete. There's no reason to delete, especially when it's all cloud-based. Chicago ground, United 516, ready to taxi.
United 516, runway 22 left taxi via Alpha. Alpha 17, Lima Lima November Victor.
Taxi runway 22 left via Alpha, Alpha 17, Lima Lima, November Victor, United 516. Alright, now the question
Southwest
is,
598,
how do
contact
we get
O'Hare
there?
Tower 132.7.
So Alpha 17, see things are screwed up
Contact
here,
tower
so 17 is like
132.7, Southwest 598.
over here somewhere. Now, like on the chart, it shows it up here, but it's been moved. So Lima Lima is here, so I'm gonna guess it's here. So I'm gonna swing around this way. Lima Lima November, November Victor is right here. Yeah, that sounds right. They said some users should reinstall? Really? Okay, that's news to me. I did not know that. Maybe that video actually is important then. Why should some users reinstall though?
Skywest 5906, gate Foxtrot 16 taxi via Papa 2. Papa Delta Delta, hold short runway 28 right.
I normally don't watch the dev videos.
Foxtrot
I normally
16
just
taxi via Papa 2.
read recaps
Papa,
from Reddit.
Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right. Skywest 5906.
Which I highly don't recommend getting your news from Reddit. Drive straight. Alright, see, this is 14. But on here, it's showing it as 9. So the signs are updated, but the path, I don't think, is updated correctly. Or maybe it is. Well, hell, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did update Chicago. I'll have to do some studying now. Alright, 16, so 17 is, so it's pretty much where I was going to do, what I was going to do anyways. Cool. They said there is a layer called Content Delivery Manager, and they said issues
United
with it that prevent
516,
users
hold
from getting
position for
proper
traffic.
downloads. Oh, interesting. Hold position, United 516. Interesting. Hold traffic.
United 532, gate Charlie 17 taxi via Papa 2 Papa Delta Delta, hold short runway 28 right.
Gate Charlie 17 taxi via Papa 2, Papa Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right. United 532.
None of these are pushing back, so why am I holding?
Spirit Wing 76, cross runway 28 right at Echo Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Echo Bravo Alpha 21 Alpha.
This plane coming in, but they're...
Cross runway 28 right at Echo Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Echo Bravo Alpha 21
Maybe they are gonna
Alpha
come
Spirit Wing 76.
Maybe it's
United
them.
1538, Gate Bravo 3, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Gate Bravo 3 taxi at my discretion. United 1538.
They said the client would request download, but the
United 1538, cross runway 27 right at Charlie 1.
Interesting.
Continue taxi via, hold short runway 27 right.
Yeah, that makes no sense though if this is playing, because
Cross
unless
runway
it's coming this
27
way,
right at Charlie 1.
it's not
Continue
interfering with
taxi
us.
via. Hold short runway 27 right. United 1538.
Alright, we're gonna roll. I think it's a bug. I've deleted the streamed
United
packages
380, Gate
folder
Bravo 4 taxi via Papa
couple
2,
different
Papa
times.
Delta Delta.
Here's
Hold short
17.
runway 28 right.
Gate Bravo 4 taxi via Papa 2 Papa Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right, United 380.
United 516, continue taxi.
I am. Continue taxi, United 516.
United 1391, hold position for traffic.
Oh, that they're yelling at me again.
United 1391.
You should watch that video. There are some interesting details they disclosed. The
Spirit Wing 1,
dev
cross
video.
runway 28 center at Papa 2. Continue taxi via Papa 2 Papa Echo Echo.
Am I
Hold
in the right
short runway
taxiway?
28 right.
November? Yeah, we're good.
Cross runway 28 center.
I'm so
at
used to
Papa
having my
2.
charts.
Continue taxi via Papa 2 Papa Echo Echo.
I'm so
Hold
confused.
short runway 28
Thankfully,
right.
I've been in
Spirit
Chicago
Wing
many
1.
of times. Now St. Louis will be interesting. It's so cool. See all this traffic coming in, lined up here. Got a plane out here in the distance. That's so cool. Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it after the stream.
Southwest 435, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Fry, do you have a?
Hold position for traffic.
Are you in Discord?
Southwest 435.
Southwest 435, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
All right, this is
Southwest
Yankee.
435.
And the
Southwest
next one coming up
435,
here.
cross runway 28 center at Papa 2.
This is
Continue
Yankee
taxi via Papa
5.
2 Papa Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right.
It's not this one, right?
Cross runway
That's not even on the
28
map.
center at Papa 2.
Yeah, so this one here.
Taxi via Papa 2 Papa
Victor.
Delta Delta. Hold short runway 28 right, Southwest 435.
United 516, contact O'Hare Tower 132.7. Take care.
1327. O'Hare Tower, United 516, holding short, 22 left, ready to go. Right, my
United 516, O'Hare Tower, wind 225 at 10, fly runway heading, runway 22 left, cleared for takeoff.
22 left, cleared for takeoff, United 516. My username is the same as here. Can you send me a message? I want to send you something. Get your thoughts on. Alright, here we go. Preparing for departure. Alright, upon departure. Where are we going? Straight. Heading no, that's wind. Runway heading. Okay. Bring up the throttles.
O'Hare Tower, Brickyard 3546, visual runway 27
Stabilized. Let's go fly. Alright, let's see if P2's
Brickyard 3546,
suggestion
O'Hare Tower, wind
improved anything.
225 at 10, runway 27 right, cleared to land.
right. Runway 27 right, cleared to land, Brickyard 3546.
Flaps full. What? Phoenix is all kinds of bugs today. Rotate. Oh yeah, that feels nice. I like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. Getting the master caution for some weird reason. It thinks that we're landing.
United 516, reset transponder, squawk 0720.
0720. Squawk 0720, United 516.
United 516, contact Chicago departure.
Over to departure, United 516. Alright, departure 119er. Chicago departure, United 516, at 3,000, climbing 5,000.
United 261, contact O'Hare Tower 132.7, take care.
That's my username, Lexterio.
Contact Tower 132.7, United 261. See you.
And spoilers disarmed.
United 516, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000 feet, altimeter 3033.
17,000, United 516.
United 516, turn left, heading 185.
Left 185, United 516. 185. Actually, I have a Discord now. I haven't really sent it out
Southwest
for the channel. I think eventually I will.
127.6.
Eventually I will.
Contact Chicago Center 127.6, Southwest 598.
Oh yeah, this dampening tightening helped a lot. I shouldn't say helped a lot. It made things better. It feels a lot. I don't know. It feels stiffer, but
Chicago,
really good. In a good way, I guess.
Good day, 17,500 with information whiskey.
JetBlue 1105, Chicago approach, good day, altimeter 3033. Expect a visual approach, runway 27 center.
Altimeter 3033, expect the visual approach runway 27 center, JetBlue 1105.
10,000, landing lights off.
United 516, cleared direct Bacon. Resume on navigation.
Direct Bacon, United 516. Okay, so we have direct now, so let's go
United
direct
1436, lead one heading
Bacon.
085. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 28 center.
Good. And AP on.
Expect radar vectors for visual approach
Right,
runway 28
we're cooking.
center, United
Cooking with gas.
1436.
Goodbye, Chicago.
United 2341, turn left, heading 330. Intercept the 27 center localizer. Descend, maintain 5,700.
Turn left, heading 330. Intercept the 27 center localizer. Descend, maintain 5,700. United 2341.
Chicago, Lindbergh 4449.
Can't seem to find it.
Good day,
Let me see.
2,000 feet with information whiskey.
Lindbergh 4449, Chicago approach, altimeter 3033. Expect the visual approach.
So it should be
runway
just
28
that.
center.
Altimeter 3033, expect the visual approach runway 28 center, Lindbergh 4449.
United 2668, lead Vulcan heading 095.
Oh, I see. I got you,
Radar
Fry. I
vectors
got
for
it.
Visual approach, runway 27 right.
Lead Vulcan heading 095.
I'll send you something here in a second.
Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 27 right.
It's something I've toyed
United
with sending,
2668.
posting, but
United 1436, fly present heading.
I don't want to start any problems.
7,000, altimeter 3033.
So,
Vectors for the
kind of being
approach.
cautious on doing it. I'm just,
Fly present heading. Descend,
I spent time
maintain
making it, so now I want to see what other people do.
3033, United 1436.
United 516, contact Chicago Center 127.6. Have a good one.
127.6. Chicago Center, United 516, 17,000.
United 516, say altitude.
I did. 17,000.
United 516, Chicago Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Flight level 340, United 516. So, I think I can scoot something up here.
Contact Chicago Center
So arrival is right.
Contact Chicago Center
Transition.
132.5, Southwest 598.
Yeah, I missed our ES.
Chicago Center, Allegiant 1576.
There we go. It's like there's a big gap here. Alright, let's pull this.
Allegiant 1576, Chicago Center, roger. Allegiant 1576, contact Chicago Center 132.5, take care.
Contact Chicago Center 132.5, Allegiant 1576.
Alright, Fry, I am sending you a message. Let me know what you think about that video. Alright, all's looking good here. It's a short little hop, so we need to prepare things fairly quickly, so we don't need this chart anymore. St. Louis, though. Arrival via Arch 2.
United 516, contact Chicago Center 120.125.
120.125. Chicago Center, United 516. Flight level 211, climbing 340. Oops.
United 516, Chicago Center, roger.
Okay, Arch 5. So here's our arrival chart. And you can't pin anything like to the yeah, you can, oh, you go, here's the start. Okay, here, this will work. Alright, so arrivals 30 right is what we're expecting still. Here's our arrivals, 5,000, okay, all good there. Airport, upon arrival 30 right. We're going to exit to the left. We're going to end up holding short before we cross 30 left, and then the terminal's right there. Cool. Okay.
Chicago Center, Southwest 598, flight level 2.
Weather here from the main page. Okay, cool.
Southwest 598, Chicago Center, roger.
It's so, like I said, it's so, I'm so used to using my charts on my tablet. Using the charts in sim confused my head a little bit. Alright, so again, we're climbing up to 340, gonna hit right up there, and then we will start our top of descent right there, coming in for the arrival. We'll swing over to the right a little bit to get on to 30 left, or sorry, 30 right, and then make our landing. So, I have a couple of really cool plans for some video content. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after, probably the week after, because I'm still in early stages of developing this idea. But essentially, I'm going to take our flight sim and break down some of the things that I feel simply by reading through Discord, reading through Reddit, the flight sim forum, that people have questions about. Whether it be paid weird sceneries, add-ons, aircrafts, procedures within planes, ATC, etc. Those type of things. And I'm going to do a I don't know, I'm not quite sure. It's not like it's going to be educational, but it's also going to be like a course, I guess. And maybe like 10, 15-minute videos, something like that. But you'll actually see me as I'm talking with you, and I'll obviously have footage from the sim itself in there, and if I'm reviewing some of the content, we'll have that going. But, so again, early stages of development, I need to kind of tweak and twiddle with some things to figure out how I want to do it exactly. But I'm really excited. Really excited. I'm trying to find additional ways to push content on the channel that doesn't get stagnant. I feel doing stuff with ATC definitely get stagnant over time. I had the issue with it before I switched over to BeyondATC. I just felt like the videos are kind of getting boring, and it's, you know, the same thing over and over and over again. I do have some really cool things coming up in terms of bush flight videos. I have one actually posted tomorrow, so I'm going to see some of those come up. Of course, we'll still have some ATC ones come out, but I'm going to try to tweak things a little bit more. And as I've said before on this stream,
United 516 Chicago Center, I have a traffic management reroute for you. Advise ready to copy.
I like this. That's so cool. United 516, ready to copy.
United 516, expect Arch 2, runway 30 right.
Expect Arch 2, runway 30 right, United 516. That's what we had in our flight plan. But anyways, any income I make from the channel goes right back into the channel. So recently it's been where I've been able to get a little bit of money out of it so I can purchase some things. So like the wing came from that. I have a couple more things I'm going to purchase to assist with the stream. So any income from the stream, from the videos, from the channel in general, just go right back into the stream. Allowed me to purchase things that I couldn't purchase before, just because of cost offset and all that jazz. So it's cool to have the channel succeeding in overall views and subscribers, and I'm excited to see where the future goes. It's going to be it's always going to be a small channel. My goal is never, ever going to make this channel a career. It's always going to be a hobby. It's always going to be for fun. But I always want to do what you, the viewers, want. And I made a...
United 516, contact Chicago Center 120.175. Have a good one.
120.175. Chicago Center, United 516, flight level 309, climbing 340.
United 516, Chicago Center, roger.
I made a little mistake earlier this year with the channel in terms of my bias a little bit. I was definitely biased with the product more than I should have been, and I wasn't clear on my view. And so I learned a lesson from that to make sure I don't make any sort of partnerships like that anymore. And I'm going to just kind of solo everything out. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the channel. I got some really fun ideas, some cool things coming out. This has been a really cool, successful year for the channel. It's been amazing, especially since about October. October, the numbers have drastically increased. I think the transition I have made in September have paid off, and we've seen a lot of cool improvements. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the growth.
United 516, contact Chicago Center 119.225. See you.
119.225. Chicago Center, United 516, flight level 332, climbing 340.
United 516, Chicago Center, roger. United 516, contact Chicago Center 125.05.
Another handoff? What the heck? Chicago Center, United 516, flight level 340. Alright, so we can start our planning for descent soon.
Chicago Center, roger.
If we don't get another handoff. Alright, 340, let's go ahead and start our descent information. So we need to get weather. To do weather, we need to do it from the main. Actually, I'm going to get the barrel first. So the minimums are going to be 805. And the weather we can get from here. No, where's weather at? Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay. Arrival. 805. So, whoops, go back down here. 805. 5. Put that in there. Okay, and then we have, let's let's see, QNH 3047. 3047. The temperature is a glistering 03. Little Midwest in the wintertime. And winds are 220 at 7. 220
Sun
at
Country 1627,
07.
contact Kansas City Center 124.3.
Alright, we have those all set in there. We are set for the arrival. Foresaw looking grand. Yeah, we're good.
Sun Country 1627.
Alright, so we should get our descent clearance momentarily. The cool thing about BeyondATC is it automatically gives it to you more times than not. I would say 9 out of 10 flights, probably more than that, 9.5 out of 10 flights, I will get a descent via whatever, in this case Arch 2. I tell you, man, like, looking at the atmosphere here is so cool. Like, the ground probably looks very similar to 2020, right? The shadows may be a little better, give or take, right? But, like, the atmosphere is so cool. And the night lighting. I've done a lot of flights recently at night because when I get off work, it's typically nighttime in real life. And I like to try to keep the real time, real weather with as many flights as I possibly can.
Good day, Chicago Center, Frontier Flight 2293.
And the night lighting is so cool. It's bright.
Level 300.
It's maybe a little overly bright. I know that's something in
Frontier Flight 2293, Chicago Center, Roger.
in their bug list, I think it was, like the lights are really bright. So they'll probably tone that down a little bit. But I love them. I think they're really cool. I think they're a huge upgrade from 2020. Huge upgrade. Which is funny because in the stress tests, I remember that was what...
516, descend via ARch 2 arrival, Lambert St. Louis Airport landing runway 30 right.
That's what some of us complained about.
3047.
Descend via Arch 2, landing runway 30 right, United 516. Alright, so there's our descent call.
United 516, contact Kansas City Center 124.3.
Alright, 1, 2, 4, and a 3. We'll get overachieve in just a second. And let's see, where are we going? We're probably over here somewhere, so 6,000, 4,000? We'll put 4,000 in. Kansas City Center, United 516, flight level 333, descending via Arch 2. I forgot what our number was.
United 516, Kansas City Center, roger.
Alright, so descent looking really, really good here. So I think what I want to do is, maybe starting next week, I'll throw up a poll on the channel. And, well, maybe not a poll, maybe we'll just do comments. Would be better, yeah. But anyways, suggestions for streams, suggestions for flights. In the time being, they'll all be in the Phoenix. What, 19, 20, or 21? But once we eventually get the PMDG, the iFly, the Pinabil 306, etc. Apparently, the Mad Dog's coming soon to 2024. So, hot dang, gotta hop in the Mad Dog. And it's been a minute. Looks like we're likely not going to get an E-Jet for a while. We're not going to get a 727 for a while. It'd be interesting to see is, I suppose we can look at Steam, what's it called? Steam DB or something? Yeah. Let's check it out right now. Okay, so we're going to type in flight. This, of course, this isn't going to be correct information because of people on the Xbox. But as of right now, there are 4,800 players on the Steam version of Flight Sim 2024. So 48. Oops, I can't spell. Simulator 2020. Oh, it's not even down here. Oh, that's 24. No. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Wow. Okay, so there's 1,000 more people using 2020 right now on Steam. That's interesting. My question was going to be how many people are using 2020 versus 2024, and apparently 1,000 more, at least on Steam. And if that number's any indication, maybe another whatever, I don't know. I'm just pulling things out of the air now. Another 4,000 plus. Comparative on the Microsoft Store. That's interesting. So I wonder, I know Fry, you recently jumped onto 2024, and I know P2 was struggling with some issues. I wonder what the biggest holdup is, though. Is it because I know a lot of people didn't switch to 2020 right away because of the planes. There wasn't a lot of airliners available, and the airliners that were available were pretty rubbish, coming from X-Plane people. And as more third-party developers came on board with aircrafts, more people switched from X-Plane over to 2020. And I wonder if that trend will continue in 2024. I'm just really surprised, even with the Phoenix, because I know the Phoenix is one of the highest used planes within the sim. So is it PMDG that people are waiting out for? Which would be wild. Oh, the cloud. Yeah, the cloud. So here's something interesting. Really, really interesting. I'm going to pull it up really quick on my phone. Okay, so I remember there was an article that came out shortly after the stress test, okay? And it stated something like an average consumer will use 1.2 terabytes of data just for Flight Sim 2020 or something, or 2024, something. I can't remember what the numbers were. But anyways, okay, so in September, our household, which is 3 people, we have 3 adults in our household, all tech people, all use the internet nonstop, okay? We use 2.13 terabytes of data in September. In October, we use 2.32, so slightly up. And November Flight Sim 2024 came out. We used 1.74. 1.74. I actually used less data. We, as a household, used less data in November than we did in the previous months. And actually, November was the lowest month we've ever used all year, with the exception of February. But I don't want to count February. February, I wasn't at home. February, I was at the hospital for the entire month, pretty much, other than for 2 days. And I'm the heavy hitter when it comes to the internet. But February, even with that said, February we used 1.57. So we used slightly more, 200 gigabytes more in November than we did in February. And if you were on this channel at all, you knew that I was streaming. I streamed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's what? I don't know, 30 hours of streaming. I put in 60 hours of flight sim the launch week. So yeah, there's a lot of streaming going on there. So that's pretty interesting. If you watch the dev stream, Asobo is going to allow selector... yeah, I read about that, yeah. 1.2 terabits. It take 24 hours to download. I don't have an issue with the cloud, but I don't have a slow connection. I also have unlimited access, but I do know that could be an issue for some people. I understand that for sure. And so that's, you know, it's... also, I'm hardlined. I think that's also a big thing to disclose as well. I'm hardlined, so I'm going through my actual Ethernet cable. Had I been going through Wi-Fi, my performance might not be the same, but I don't think it'd be big enough to justify me complaining. I seriously have not had any issues with 2024 in terms of the connection errors, that kind of jazz, for what, a week and a half, maybe. And yeah, that first 2 weeks was really hit and miss, but I feel it made up tremendously. But again, like I get it. If you only have like 100 meg package or something, yeah, it could be rough. Like there's no way I could stream, let alone fly and stream.
Kansas City Center, Sun Country Tree 83, flight level 250.
And I know that there's issues with multiplayer still, apparently.
Sun Country Tree 83, Kansas City
It's not
Center,
popping
roger.
up properly or whatever it be. I still use 2020 to fly my virtual airlines. Don't have confidence. I haven't had any crashes. I haven't, at least in the past week and a half, I haven't had any CTDs. I haven't had any random freezes. There was the bug where the sim would freeze at the end of a flight, like when you go to end flight. But they resolved that with the last patch. Which is funny because I didn't know that was a bug that everyone was having. I thought it was just a meat bug. So I went in and I started removing some add-ons I was slowly adding in, thinking those were causing problems. Of course, that wasn't it. It was just me. I mean, it was just the sim itself.
Flight level 309er.
Connie 293,
Yeah,
Kansas
you know,
City Center, roger.
there's a lot of people that are with your same boat, right? Like, and it's no different than when 2020 launched. There's no difference when 2020 launched. For me, I wasn't a heavy X-Plane user. I used it to kind of scratch the itch of aviation, but I wasn't a heavy user with it. So when I got into the alpha tests of 2020, I was just blown away, and I was like, there's no way I can go back to X-Plane. I will fly the 172 if I have to for the next year. There's no way I can go back to X-Plane. After experiencing the graphics, yeah. And I don't know. I love how fast the sim loads in 2024. I love how smooth it is. Now, right now, my FPS is a little spotty. It says 83. But that's because I'm streaming, right? It's OBS, and I also increased OBS's video quality recently, so that's also causing issues. But when I'm not streaming, I can get like on the ground in whatever, San Fran, LAX, get 75 to 85 FPS, and it's smooth. It's a smooth, FPS. It's not the weird stutters like before. I would, if I move the mouse,
United 516 contact Kansas
have like
City
that
Center,
pause.
127.7.
I haven't had that really, other than when I'm streaming. Kansas City Center, United 516, passing 14,000, descending via Arch 2.
Roger.
Roger. What I like about X-Plane is that it allows you to save all aspects of the flight and then later reload to state things. Yeah, X-Plane, that is really cool, and that'd be really awesome to have with 2024. Yeah, for sure. Like a friend and I, we have a podcast, a gaming podcast, and we talk more than just like game in general. But anywho, one of the things we talked about in there was that people don't have time. Not everyone has time.
Contact St. Louis, approach 119.15. Have a good flight.
119.15. They don't have time to commit to some things, to a full flight. And so that is super helpful when they can save it, when life calls. You have kids, you have work, whatever it be. You sometimes just have to go, and you can't just let a flight just continue all day.
Wind 220 at 7.
Yeah, learn a new plane, yeah, for sure. Yeah, be able to make the landing over and over and over again. Or that departure or something.
Landing and departing runway 29er, 30 right. Work activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact, you have information rule.
Zulu. Zulu. Alright. St. Louis approach, United 516. Information Zulu descending via Arch 2, just passing 2000.
United 516, St. Louis approach, altimeter tree 047. Expect the visual approach, runway tree 0 right.
Expect the visual 30 right, United 516. I still think Microsoft is catering to the game in 2024, not the hardcore. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. But, the gamers where the money, I think, is going to be. I think the gamers for sure is where the money is going to be. It's not going to be the hardcore people. The hardcore people go buy the Phoenix, they buy the PMTGs, the iFlies, they buy the third-party sceneries. Most of them probably don't buy it through the marketplace, so there's no cut to Microsoft whatsoever. I do feel that as much as Microsoft says that they're going to keep the community folder as a thing, I would not be surprised to see if one day, maybe in a year or two, they're like, no, the community folder's gone, everything has to go through the marketplace for security, for the protection, to avoid what's it called, I can't think of the word right now, but people, downloading things and whatever. I can totally see that. So mark my words, within 2 years, I wouldn't be surprised if the marketplace is the only place you can get add-ons. If they were smart, they would have a deal. And I'm not a developer, so I don't know what they do. But if they were smart to get more, developers to use the marketplace, don't take a cut. Take a loss right now. Don't take a cut of the revenue for the first year of sales or something, right? And then go ahead and take your cut. Whatever their cut is, 10% or whatever. That's why you get those devs over there to their marketplace. Maybe they'll make money. But I also understand from Microsoft's point of view, they want to have all their planes accessible for everyone. But when you look at how iFly has done their plane, how the Phoenix have done their plane, even the Mad Dog, all three of those planes have an external app that needs to run in the background for them to work. And you can't do that in Xbox. just think they did not give API to those not on their marketplace. So maybe the next episode is going to make community folder. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a feeling. I think the community folder will still be a thing, but I don't think it's going to be where you can drop a plane in for third-party scenery. I think they'll have some hard code in there where everything has to go to the marketplace. And again, it's for the better or the worse. Probably more for the worse. Because we know how often the marketplace gets updated currently. It takes forever, so when there's a hot fix that needs to come out, look at the Phoenix. The Phoenix had, they released the 2024 version, and then they had a hot fix within a couple days. The iFly within 2020, after it was a couple weeks, but they had a hot fix and another hot fix like a couple days after that, because their hot fix broke the hot fix. BeyondATC example.
United 516, leave Efterco heading 265. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 30 right.
Don't know what he said. Efterco? Leave FDRKO heading 265. Expect the visual 30 right, United 516. Alright, 265.
United 516, turn right, heading 240, intercept the 30 right localizer, descend, maintain 4,400, vectors for the approach.
Right heading 240, descend and maintain 4,400, United 516. 4,400. Okay. 12 should be fine. Speed's on edge. Looking good. Let's get this going. 18 nautical miles away. But I think about there a lot of games that come out. You can't just drop something in a folder and good to go. A lot aren't like that. Now there are mods like that, but the planes like the Kodiak, anything from SWS, pretty much any scenery, right? You just take a folding, you drop it in there, or you go to the Orbix website, download it, and it automatically drops in the folder for you. Not many offer that kind of easy download ability. Alright, so we are cleared to intercept the localizer, so let's get the localizer
Southwest
captured.
653, contact Kansas City Center tree 5525.
And there.
Contact Kansas City Center 35525, Southwest 653.
Let's go down 180. Localizer captured. Arming the wide slope. Let's speed brakes a little bit.
United 516, airport is at your 1 o'clock, 15 miles.
Sight.
Report the field in sight.
We have the field in sight, United 516. Okay, all looking grand there.
United 516, cleared visual approach runway 30 right.
Cleared for the visual, United 516.
Negative, cleared visual approach runway 30 right.
Cleared for the visual, United 516.
Negative, cleared visual approach runway 30 right.
Cleared for the visual approach, runway 30 right, United 516. That's the first time I've ever had to do that. Normally I can just say, cleared for the visual, 30 blah, good to go. Okay, here we go, and then exit was going to be left. Okay, we have glide slope, we have localizer, all good there. Sorry, that's my tablet if you heard me talking, I reset my tablet, so.
Southwest 2581, leave flood heading 045, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 29er.
The virtual airline, I use a co-pilot add-on, and they still have not done 2024, so that is one of the reasons.
Leave flood heading 045.
Yeah, see, that
Expect
might
radar
be
vectors
difficult
for
to
visual
do
approach
because
runway
if they lock
29er.
things down, right?
Southwest 2581.
United 516, contact St. Louis Tower 132.475.
132.475. St. Louis Towers, United 516 on the visual, 30 right. Alright, here
United
comes down.
516, St. Louis Tower, wind 220 at 7, runway 30 right, cleared to land.
30 right, clear to land, United 516. Alright, all good there. Flaps are going to bring up that. And can I auto-arm speed now? Okay, yep. Good there. Oh, no. What are you doing, speed? Take it easy, buddy. Like that. Alright, let's drop our speed manually. Alright, full flaps out. Okay, looking good. What is my V's? Descent. Or maybe this is why I should have activated it, huh? 136. 140. Actually, I can probably just activate it now. Okay, now we're good.
1,000.
1,000 call. AP disarmed. Silence that dude. The runways look green. The green out here? Maybe I haven't been here before. Maybe this will be a test to see if the scenery works. Alright, we got a crosswind at 10 knots currently. A little low. Alright, this is my first landing with the tension increased a little bit. So we'll see how I do. I've been having trouble with center line still, so let's see if I can get that under control on this flight. Oh man, flying the Airbus so much, and then eventually when I jump back into a 737 and not having auto trim, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, wind's calming down just a little bit. Now we're at a 6 knot crosswind. We're a big plane, so it shouldn't be a problem. The airport looks fine.
Minimum. 100.
A little low, but should be okay.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Retard.
5.
Hold it. Nice. Oh man. What? 356? Baloney. Baloney on that. We're gonna look at Volant on that. That's crazy. That was super smooth. Super smooth. Flaps coming up.
United 516, exit left at Echo 2.
Well, we're exiting here. Exit left, Echo 2, United 516. I don't know where Echo 2 is, so we're going here. Slow it down, clear the air. Spoilers disarmed. Alright, where are we? Welcome to St. Louis.
United 516, contact ground 121.9er. See you.
121.9er. Alright, over that. So let's look at our map real quick. Around chart. There we go. Did I click on it? Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. We are, oh cool, we're at Echo 2. And we're going to taxi to gate Alpha 16. St. Louis ground, United 516 on Echo 2. We'd like to taxi to gate Alpha 16.
United 516, welcome to Lambert, St. Louis, gate Alpha 16 taxi via Echo 2. Echo Papa, hold short runway 12 right.
Short there. Taxi to gate Alpha 16 via Echo 2, Echo, Papa, hold short 12 right, United 516. Okay. Echo 2. Boy, which one was Echo 2? Is this Echo 2? Oh crap. This is Foxtrot. That's Papa. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we want that one. Echo Papa. Hold short. So there's United planes there, so I think maybe we'll be parking there.
United 516, cross runway 12 right at Papa. Continue taxi via Papa, Charlie.
Cross runway 12 right via, or sorry, 12 right at Papa. Continue taxi via Papa, Charlie, United 516. Okay, cool. Charlie's up here. We're gonna guess going to the right. 16. Eeny, miny, mo. There's 16 sign right there. So maybe right here. It's probably this one here. No. Oh, this says 6. Oh well, this is where we're going. We're here now. Alright, welcome to St. Louis, everyone. Park brake is set. Swing on over here and go ground services. Connect GPU, connect chocks, go up top here and extra power on. Go down here. Engine 1, 2 off. And we'll close the flight. And over here and let's see, deboard. Need a jetway though if we're gonna deboard. We'll bring that jetway back. Okay, let's see. Close out BeyondATC. So, we got a 10 on that flight. I'll take it. I don't agree with that landing rate though. 356. Alright, what did Volanta say? Complete flight. Review flight. Volanta said 356. Hot damn, they're both the same. That did not feel that heavy. The G's are super. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Like the offset here, something's goofy. 0.98 with the G's, but 356 for the FPM. I don't know about that. That was like 5. I always mostly go by the G-force. As long as it's under 1.3, you're fine. We all say thanks to your excellent pilot skills. Once in a while, they can be excellent. Once in a while. That was a cool flight. Really cool flight. Alright, well, I do appreciate everyone who jumped in today. This is really fun. Again, I think I'm going to throw up a poll sometime this weekend. I thought the taxiway disappeared. I mean, the jetway disappeared. I'll throw up a poll sometime this weekend and get suggested flights. If you want to start thinking about it, I'm looking at flights that will be under 300 nautical miles. Under 300 nautical miles. And anywhere in the world. And initially it's all going to be in the Phoenix planes until we get either the PMGG, the Inabuild 306, what else? The iFly. But those are the ones I'm kind of waiting for the most. I don't know if we'll ever see a CRJ jump into 2024 the way Aerosoft is. Although they claim they have been working on it for a while, so maybe they've been just waiting for 2024. Who knows? I can't think of any other. The Mad Dog, we'll see. That's just a freaking complicated plane to fly, and to let alone fly on your own. But then you throw in like ATC, and then also throw in like streaming. Oh my gosh, I don't know how 757 Spy does it with some of those complex planes. To do all of it, you know, he does VAT sim. At least with BeyondATC, I can just turn it off. We're done with that. But he does, you know, VAT sim and lives complex planes and then does his chats. And I'm like, geez Louise, that's crazy. But again, thanks everyone for watching. It's a lot of fun. And we'll see you next week on the stream. A video coming up tomorrow on the channel. Really cool bush flight. I had a lot of fun doing. And we'll have something else pop up on the channel sometime next week for a video. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Take care.